Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Last time, we spoke to the undead, and we had a cool chat with people. And, we have the lucky knife, but we don't have a journal. Maybe I get that from Pharod. We've got the bronze sphere, I believe. We do know the source, but we swore we wouldn't tell, and of course, we will then not. Clive told me to seek out a woman named Namel in the Clark's ward. Okay. Decanter of endless water. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what we've got. I think these are basically the quests we've got. I think we did everything in the undead realm. No, we didn't. There is one thing that we didn't do, which is we didn't find a way of getting rid of what's his face, Suigo, this fellow. But I'm not sure. The only thing I could do is to think maybe of telling him, because we could tell him about the skeleton. It was like, I don't know, should I go to the true death? But we kind of convinced him not to, and I want to stick with that decision, so we're not going to send him that way. We've got the lucky knife. We just need to hand that over to him. And I think this one we can't do yet. That one we tried and got brutally murdered. I'm not good at combat. I'm not sure if I'm referring to me or my character. So I think we've got all of that sorted. I think we're kind of all right here.
Done.
Have I got that bronze sphere? Oh, hello. Decanter of endless water. Ordinary looking stopper flask somehow holds an endless supply of water. Might be useful for putting out fires or some task. And of course I have a severed arm, because of course I do. So I think...
What's up? Okay.
I'm gone.
Alright.
Yeah.
Charge!
Endure.
Put out fires
In enduring, grow strong.
Okay, I think we're doing alright.
Huh?
Actually, you come around the side, potentially. No, you go down the middle, of course you do. Everyone go after this one. Hit it! Hit it! Hit it harder! Thank you, Dakon. Thank you.
Done.
So we've just got to hand this bronze sphere. Is there anything here? Have I looted it? Ugh, I don't want to steal. Thank you very much. We just need this. Right, we've got the bronze sphere. We just need to hand that back to Pharod, I think, and then we can just. We should have our journal, which I assume will then lead us to the next place we need to go, and the next thing we need to do. No, we're not gonna loot the catacombs. We're a good person.
I'm gone.
I mean, even my statistics say I'm a good person. See, I'm neutral good. Not entirely sure about that, but I'm kind of intrigued by this. I do want to see like where I end up with this. I suspect I'll end up, based on how I've played other games, I assume I'll end up lawful good in some way. But maybe not. The door is locked. Arr. You got what Pharod wanting, Burke? Yes. Show at me, Burke. I'll raise the gate. Not until right. Shoot. Alright. Come on back in. Thanks. Thank you, good sir. Did you hear about Gris? What about him? Oh, he's in there, isn't he? And he's kind of dead. Yeah, sounds like a deader. Yes, he is. I need to find... What was it? I want to say Uriel, but it isn't. Like, it's... Oh, here! There's a thing there. Hello. Find me knife, perchance. Yes, I have. Here it is. Takes a knife, holds it loving. Ah, you're back. Me lucky knife. Thanks, Cutter. And you! He lectures his knife, shaking it. Don't you go running off again. He slides the blade into its sheath with a smile.
Updated my journal.
What's here? Money! Run away! Probably shouldn't. That probably was probably his money. Being exceptionally horrible and stealing people's money. What does this do? Hold shadow creatures temporarily. And as long as this token is carried by any members, it acts as a ward against shadows. It will not prevent shadows from attacking your group, but the shadows will find it more difficult to harm you while the token is carried. Why is my brain remembering that shadows keep getting mentioned? Do they keep getting mentioned? Why have I given Mort skulls to carry? Am I just entertained by this idea that he's carrying basically copies of himself? I'm very weird. Wasn't there a... Speaking of which, wasn't there a... Wasn't there something up here in my... Never mind. Let's go and talk to Pharod. Hopefully he gives us a nice shiny journal.
All right.
Hopefully. In some other games he'd have been brutally murdered and we'd need to find out what had happened to him. I wonder what's around here, actually. Ooh! He's singing a giant hand. For some reason. Yeah. And he's got some nice stones for cushions. Because of course he does. That makes a huge amount of sense. Let's go and chat with Mr. Pharod then. Ah! Corpse! Pharod turns as you approach, his crutch clacking on the cobbles of the court. He licks his lips and smiles expectantly. Have you brought me what I asked for? I had some questions first. Then ask. Come, come, corpse. Times is short, and so's my patience. Do you know where my journal is? A journal you had when we spoke last. Has it lost itself? These eyes have not seen it, but keep 'em peeled, I will. I'd love to read such a magnificent work. Other questions? Oh, well, okay. Is there any way of knowing what this does? I could try using it. Okay, what was part of our thing about the sphere that I don't open it? Agree to send to bring back a front sphere. He thinks the sphere is located in the deepest spot. Let's not open it. We're not going to open it. We're just going to give it. Here it is. Pharod's eyes. Pharod's eyes gleams as you hand him the bronze sphere. He touches it gingerly, almost reverently. You... Ah, corpse. Such a gamble you were. Paid off handsomely, you have. Pharod studies his reflection in the sphere and sisks. The years have been cruel to me, I see. I did what you asked, Pharod. I want some answers. Pharod doesn't even look at you as you speak. His attention is swallowed by the sphere he holds. Yes, yes. Ask your questions. Pharod turns the sphere in his hands. Very important, your questions. What do you know about me? Why was I told to seek you out? Pharod studies you with a critical eye. Stay your weapons for what I'm about to say, corpse, for it could be that your ears will take offence. Pharod smiles wickedly. My ears no longer care, but yours are still fresh for the burning, it seems. Yeah, this is going to be bad. I'm assuming it's not his fault. I'm guessing maybe it's something to do with the sphere. Alright, you have my word that I will stay my hand, but I need to know what you know. The truth. Pharod's tone softens as if cajoling. The truth was stretched a bit from my mind to my tongue when we first spoke, corpse. In all terrible honesty, I know little about you. He raises a withered finger. Yet, hear me out. Yes. Oh, done all this work for nothing. You're a cutter who plays at being dead, as I see. Pharod squints at you. Some time ago you came to me, like you are now, but not just strolled right into Illwind Court and said you wanted an audience with me. An audience with you? Aye, an audience. Pharod chuckles like whispering sand. Like I was royalty. He seems amused, but there's an edge in his voice. You knew the right things to say, you did. Oh, yes. You spoke the chant like a governor, born and true. And I listened. What did I want from you? Pharod gives a mock bow, his crutch creaking as he leans against it. Oh, Pharod, great collector, king, yes says. I have come before you to request a boon. A boon, I says. What could I have a man of such obvious strength? Go on. Pharod wags his crooked finger. And you asked for a strange thing. You says, Lord Pharod, I ask for courtesy. Your collectors roam throughout the hive. If they find my body, I want it kept safe. That is all I ask. Pharod shrugs. A simple boon. I see. And is that all you know? Before you can speak, you suddenly feel a prickling in your skull as Pharod speaks the word boon, and the smell of blood and fear rushes through your nostrils. Pharod is hiding something. Something that happened in the past involving you, and it scares him. The boon he granted was no simple matter. So you granted my boon just like that? Nothing to be gained from it for you, is there? Why did you agree to it? Pharod falls silently for a moment. A dead man can keep no promises, and promises to a dead man are easy enough to make, corpse. You're a merchant, Pharod, not a Samaritan. There must have been another reason.
Samaria probably doesn't exist in the plains.
Aye. Pharod's face suddenly peels back in fury, his skin flushing red. After you'd strung up a score of my blood on the hive walls to die, I had enough reason to promise you the plains themselves. Then your butchering self comes to my home, my kip, to demand a boon of me. Pharod calms himself though. His face is still flushed. Aye, I agreed. So basically what he's saying is, I came in, killed a load of his collectors and people. Yeah. Go on, no, I'm sorry about your people, Pharod. That wasn't me, but if I can make up the loss to you, I will. No matter. Them bodies serve me well enough. Dusty's pay the same for fresh dead as is old. Was that the only reason you agreed to my request? You knew things about me. Things only I knew. You knew I was greedy for something beneath sigil, and you put a name and picture to it. The bronze sphere, you said. I didn't think you'd fetch it for me. Yeah, did you? Aye. Planes turn in strange ways. And that's all you know? All I know? Nay. But it's all I know about you, corpse. Alright, fine. Next question. What did you take off my body after I died? I? Pharod licks his lips. Why, I took nothing, corpse. His face splits in a grin. Then, I wasn't the one that found your body. Who did? Pharod's smile widens, pulling the pasty folds of flesh back from his face like a curtain. My daughter. The rose of my eye, the sweetest of my family, and the sharpest wit of all. He licks his dry lips and sighs in mock sadness. Such a cruel tongue on her. Your daughter? Who?
Updated my journal.
My darling girl, Anna. Oh! Ooh, that changes a lot of the kind of conversation we've probably had with her then. She found you, dead as a deader can be, in a place where most collectors wouldn't go for a mountain of coppers. Could be she plucked something off you, could be not. He leans in, shaking his head. You'll have to ask her. But it's not her dad's place to say. Don't lie to me, Pharod. You are a merchant, and you always take a cut from your workers. What did Anna give you from my body? Ah, yes. My tribute. Pharod folds his withered hands over his crutch, almost protectively. There's no telling what was from you or not, corpse. Most like, there was nothing. Nothing left of your village. I don't want to threaten him, but yeah, I don't want to threaten him with violence. I'll just pass on where you are. My patience is at an end. If you don't hand over what was stolen, I will see to it the dustmen know where to find you. Pharod is silent for a moment. He taps his fingers against his crutch, slowly. Well, where has the decency of man gone? Pharod grumbles, shaking his head. A courtesy I am doing for you, court. Such a courtesy. Pharod, parting with anything. It'd be the dead book for me if anyone heard. Wait, here. Move not a yard. I shall return. I wonder where he's going.
Updated my journal.
After a long while, Pharod returns, his crutch clacking against the flagstones. In his hands he holds a number of items, which he passes off to you. You will be silent on this and accept the blessing that I even remember. A few hundred coppers, a scrap of paper, bandages and a ring. Very well. Now who was it who found me again? My darling girl Anna. She found you, dead as deader can be, in a place where most collectors wouldn't go for a mate. Yeah. Anna. Alright, I'll ask her. Where is she? Where's Anna? Pharod shrugs. She's hiding in the shadows here, I expect, listening to us trade the chant. I called for her after you went below. Had to ask her if you were really in the dead book when she found you, or not. He chuckles dryly and then takes a deep breath and calls out to the darkness. Anna! Stop mithering in those shadows and come greet our guest. She's here?
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Thanks for that, Dakon. We meet again, Miss Anna.